But like, then it's like, what are the smallest wins we can get? Right,
Mhm.
right away. What are the smallest wins on who do you want to become? And I can tell you probably most consistently where it's like, it's almost become like a staple in the people that I get to work with, where the first place that we generally end up is refuse to snooze.
Mhm.
Refuse to, like, it is the simplest. It's the first decision you make every day. It is literally the first decision you make every day. And the first choice you have is this: am I going to honor my commitment that I made to myself from the night before? Or am I going to succumb to my emotion in the moment that I don't feel like getting up? Right away, you have a choice. Do you want to honor your long term commitment or your short term emotion? What is it? Well, I can tell you, best performers in the world consistently honor their long term commitments. They act different than how they feel, right? Emotions, and that's why I said earlier, emotions just influence performance. You can act different than how you feel,
Mm.
right? And so, I say this all the time: emotions, great informants, terrible dictators, right? And
Mm.
so,
Mm.
well, it's one thing to say it, it's another thing. How do we train to it? The way we train to it, first decision of the day, make the decision based on your commitment, not on how you feel. So refuse to snooze. And here's what's going to happen. When you refuse to snooze, generally, I don't know, I'm sure there's research somewhere that tells us what the average number of snoozes somebody hits. My guess is 2 to 3, because I'm not perfect at this, right? We're all imperfect humans. And so my guess is 2 to 3. I don't know what your setting is on my phone. It's 9 minutes. So look, if I hit that thing 2 times, I'm down 18 minutes. I'm already down 18 minutes. And my maybe devotion in the morning, maybe what I want to read in the morning, maybe my time to just enjoy my breakfast, or maybe the time I'm going to connect with my kid, maybe the time I'm going to prep for my meeting, all those things, I lose something in those 18 minutes. Right. And so my point being is, how do we start to change behavior versus we just get that first small win of the day? First small win. And all of a sudden you're up 18 minutes earlier, 27 minutes earlier. And you're like, well, what am I going to do? Well, I said I was going to read. I want to be a person that reads, right? I want to become someone that's a servant leader. And I got this book on servant leadership. Well, guess what? You got 27 minutes to read. Get to reading. I always start there, right? And that feels like that's where I always go to.